What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel, E Smells Good. I'm E. I hope you're smelling good, but more importantly, I hope you're feeling good too. In today's video, I just have a quick unboxing of a couple fragrances that I picked up last week on accident. And if you're curious to hear how I accidentally bought these two fragrances, then stick around. I'll tell a quick story while I do the unboxing. As always, I have my trusty Smith & Wesson knife here. And how I ended up buying these fragrances on accident, I don't know if you all are familiar with the app called ShopPay. So if you use ShopPay when you check out with a website, even if it's a website you've never used before, it will automatically load your address, your billing information, all of that. And as soon as you click the checkout button, it is on its way to your house. I had no idea. So I had added Coach as well as Under the Lemon Tree to my cart, and I just wanted to check everything out, see how much shipping was going to be, what it was going to cost after taxes, that kind of stuff. Added it to the cart, hit the checkout button, and I got a notification that said it is on its way. So I say I bought them on accident loosely because of course I could have canceled the order and I chose not to do that. But I definitely was not intending to buy these fragrances. Part of the reason I didn't cancel is because they are two that I've had my eye on for quite some time, and the price that I found them at is the best I have seen them in a long time. Now, they're both tester bottles, and if you aren't aware, tester bottles, usually they just come in a more plain box. Sometimes you may not have the cap, but it is going to be the exact same juice. It's a wonderful way to save some coin and still smell amazing. So the Coach for Men, usually you would have a much nicer box. It's just going to come in this plain brown cardboard box. It's looking like the Maison Margiela replica. This looks like the full presentation to me. I guess this is what their testers look like, but this definitely does not look like a downgrade. And these are both fragrances that I have experienced. I've owned a decant of the Coach fragrance years ago, loved it, just never got around to purchasing a full-size bottle. And this is one that I had a travel size of, fell in love with it, wore it heavily, and then I noticed that I was kind of savoring the last few sprays of the bottle. And since then, I've kind of been looking out to see if I can find this one at a price that I'm really comfortable with. And I did just that with Aura Fragrance. And if I'm being completely honest, I had never bought from them before, and I guess you could say a little skeptical, but I saw some influencers that I really do trust saying that it was legit, that they have shopped with them numerous times, and that made me a lot more comfortable. As far as the Coach for Men goes, this looks like the regular presentation. The only difference is that on the back there's a sticker that says tester, but other than that, you still have the leather Coach tag. You still have the same atomizer. Yeah, these atomizers, they twist and you can lock it. Let's check the sprayer. Sprayer works just fine. And if you're not familiar with Coach for Men, it is a really nice woody aromatic scent. It's definitely another one of your blue fragrances, but done in its own twist. If you're a fan of Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, Dylan Blue, Acqua di Gio Profondo, any of those modern day blue fragrances, you'll definitely be a fan of this one. This one I picked up for about $29 for this tester bottle. This is one that used to be somewhat of a cheapie, and lately I've been seeing the prices inch further and further into that $40 to $50 range, which I do think it's still worth that price, but I definitely remember when this one could easily be found below $30. So I was extremely happy to find this 100 ml tester for 29 bucks. This is definitely a clean, everyday, you can wear this to just about any occasion. You're going to get some pear, you're going to get some citruses up top. I believe there's even some cardamom somewhere in there. You get a bit of a woody ambroxan / ambergris type of a dry down. Yeah, great gym fragrance, great daily wear. You can wear this to work, you can wear this casually. This is one that definitely will get a lot of use in my rotation. Honestly, I'm really shocked that it took me this long to get it. I've had my eye on this one since like 2018, 2019. So very happy to have this one, especially for the price that I found it at. This is the one that I am most excited for. This is going to be my first full-size bottle from the house of Maison Margiela. I've had a lot of travel atomizers, and I really do love a lot of the fragrances in their replica line. This being my favorite for the spring and summertime. This is going to be a lot more of a citrusy fragrance, but I wouldn't say it's your generic citrus. This definitely has that Maison Margiela flair where it really does transport you to the scenery that it's supposed to evoke. And here we have the full presentation. of the Margiela. Honestly, you can't really tell that it's a tester bottle, except for the fact that there is a little sticker on the back that says tester / demonstration. You still have the fabric going around the collar. You have that almost fabric-like label on the front. The fragrance description is relaxing and bright lemon, and I think that is very authentic to what this smells like. Honestly, I keep staring at the bottle because I'm so happy to finally have a replica in my collection. Of the replicas that I've tried, this is definitely in my top 3 favorites. Go ahead and give this one a spray. Wow, this really is a beautiful, beautiful citrus fragrance. You get that lemon-like smell, but it's also a bit green, a bit woody. But what really sets this one apart is there is a beautiful green tea note in this, and that is what gives it that relaxing touch to it. I don't want to get too carried away and start genuinely reviewing this one. All I'm going to say for now is this is a beautiful citrus fragrance, perfect for the spring and summertime. So if you're looking to add a citrus scent that has a bit of uniqueness to it, a bit of its own flair, this is a wonderful one to check out. Yeah, so happy to have this in the collection. So that's going to be it for this quick unboxing. 2 fragrances that I've really wanted to add to my collection for quite some time, and I am so happy that I finally did. I'm so glad that I know about Aura fragrances now. They have really, really good prices. Like I said, I found this one for 29 bucks. I found this one for, I believe, 65. So if you're like me and you're wondering, is Aura fragrances legit? Yes, they are 100% legit. They have amazing prices. They don't always have the best stocks. They do run out of things very often. But other than that, 100% I would recommend that you check them out. Really glad to finally have these in my collection. Perfect timing too. We're entering spring. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, spring can be a bit hot, and that's where this one is going to get pulled out more. And then this one will really get use all year round, if I'm being honest. Whether that be to the gym, to work, this one is just so extremely versatile that I know it's going to get a lot of wear. If I had to rate my first experience with Aura fragrance, I'd have to say that it has been nothing but positive. Definitely that Shop Pay quick checkout caught me off guard, but honestly, I'm glad it did. I ended up with 2 gems in my collection. But that's going to be it for this quick unboxing / story time of my first time shopping with Aura fragrance. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you've ever shopped with them before. I'm really curious what your experience has been like. I know my first experience has been really positive. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does so much to support the channel. And until next time, peace.